Hello friendos and welcome back to my channel. I am beedee. If this is your first time here, hey girl, you're looking amazing. And if you are a returning subscriber, what's up, what's good? I am so happy to see you. You bring a little bit of to my day anytime that you show up. So I need you around, okay? Because you're amazing and I love you. You see what happens when you are a subscriber of the beedee Presents fam? You get a bit of an elevated, enhanced greeting. And I want that for all of you. But you have to subscribe, okay? It's a scratch my back, I scratch yours situation, you know what I mean? You just hit the little red button right down there below. It's free of charge, you know what I mean? No purchase necessary, I guess you would say. And you just get a little bit of a notification whenever I have done something on the channel. It's a win-win-win, okay? So, today's video, we're going to be talking about hot girl summer. So I have done a previous video on my channel about hot girl summer, specifically hot girl summer decor, okay? Sprucing up your little living situation, your area, your piece at home with some summer vibes, you know? If you haven't seen that video, I will link it in the cards above. This is the thumbnail and it will be in the description box, okay? You don't have to look for it, it'll be right there. But yes, I have done a little bit of that before, but today I'm talking about something essential, crucial to enjoying your summer and taking it to the next level. And that is having a hot girl summer without the sweat, okay? I'm talking non-sweaty hot girl summer vibes, all right? Because if you're like me, as soon as you step outside, the sun looks at you, you look at it, and you're drenched, okay? And that's not the vibe. We don't want to carry that with us everywhere, you know what I mean? And we especially do not do the odor, like we just, no. That's never the vibe, you know what I mean? So I'm going to share some things that I have been doing over the years that have helped me keep the sweat at bay, okay? Because we all sweat and it's normal, so like, not a big deal. But we sweat at varying degrees. Some of us don't sweat that very much, you know? They could run a whole marathon and it'd be like, I'm just a little damp. And then you have people like me and it's like, did someone push you in a pool? Like, you're just walking down the street, what's your problem? And yeah, again, we can't, no. So I'm gonna share with you the things that I have been doing over the years, and hopefully this will help you guys out if this is something that you also struggle with, okay? So if you wanna see what these tips are, just keep watching. So the first tip is hygiene. Obviously that is super important, and one thing I like to do is have a routine for a lot of different areas in my life. So like if you're a natural person with your hair like I am, you have a natural hair routine, okay? If you transition from getting relaxers to wearing your hair natural, you had to kind of build yourself a routine to get your hair used to its new state, right? The same thing I feel like applies to your hygiene. You have to get into a bit of a routine so that your body will be like, okay, so this is what we doing. We're not doing that no more, we're doing this. And part of my routine is taking showers twice a day. Once in the morning and once in the evening. For me, this was just the game changer because you just feel better. And I don't know about you, but I sleep so good when I know that the body is fresh and clean and I've gotten off the day, right? But more so than anything, I think this is a form of like conditioning yourself to know like, hey, odor and sweat will not just get the opportunity to just sit on the skin and sit on the body and create its own situation, right? When you have this routine of showering in the morning, you get yourself ready for the day. Of course, you're going to perspire, that's normal, right? Once you bring it in, you're gonna take all that off. And I feel like as you use that routine and that method over time, your body just adjusts to being like, okay, I know that I don't do the whole letting things get embedded in the skin and like letting the sweat just sit and persist. Like, I know that I'm always fresh. You have to kind of like condition your body to be used to not sitting with sweat and odor. So that's the first thing. I think that that is just a super easy thing that you can incorporate if you're not already doing that, is a 2 shower a day routine. Don't have to have like a million products. You don't necessarily have to do like a whole bunch of different components in the shower. The main thing that you want to get a grasp of is just cleansing the body well. So you want to make sure that you are, while you're in there, scrubbing any parts of your body that you know you sweat a lot with. And that leads into my second tip, which is having a cleansing bar soap. I am a proponent of bar soap. I grew up on bar soap, and bar soap ain't never did nothing wrong with me, okay? So who am I to say that you shouldn't use bar soap? No, that's not my place. You know what I mean? I prefer it, but I also use shower gel. So for my routine, I will always use a bar soap first and a shower gel for like my morning routine. The evening I might do one or the other, or if I've just had like a super active day, I will do both. But the main thing for me is having a cleansing bar soap. And what I mean is that for the most part, you don't want to use something that's gonna like strip your oils, your natural oils from your skin, right? So I use the moisturizing like beauty bar for my whole body, but under the arms and any other places where I feel like, except for like your intimate areas, because no, but under the arms and any other places that I feel like I sweat a lot, I use the Bronner's, Dr. Bronner's baby soap. It's unscented. I'll put a picture up on the screen. To me, this changes the game. All right, now bar soap is like $4 or $5, but buy it from like Walmart. I think it's way cheaper if you buy it at Walmart. That's where I get my bars from. It changes the game because it's cleansing. It doesn't have any fragrance to it. It's unscented. There may be fragrance, but it's an unscented bar soap, and it's not stripping because this is baby soap. It's gentle on the skin, but it also gets the job done. So I definitely highly recommend checking this bar soap out. I think they also have like liquid soap, like shower gel too. I'm not sure of how well that works, but for me, the bar soap to just, hit under those arms, it works super well. So definitely get yourself a cleansing bar soap. This next tip for me really changed the game. I noticed this problem of like excessively sweating when the pandemic hit and we were in a mask all the time. I would just constantly be sweating. And I was like, what's going on? In the summer with the mask on, it was unbearable. It was like more sweat than normal. And I was like, what's going on? I know I got the mask on, but what's happening? What was happening was I was moisturizing my body like normal. You know what I mean? Lotion on the face, lotion on all of the body. And then I would go outside, and having lotion on in the summer is like putting on a liquid wool coat on like your face and any other parts of the body that really sweat. It's just, for me, not a good idea. So eliminating the use of lotion on any areas that get sweaty. You can still use lotion, but like for me, I know my upper body and my face, they sweat the most. So I, in the summertime, will lotion my lower body completely, but up top, I'm just elbows. I'm here with the elbows because the here, the décolleté, the back, all of that, it just, in the face, absolutely not. So for me, I don't notice like a huge issue from not moisturizing my face in the daytime when I go out in the summer, because my face is gonna naturally produce oils and I'll be fine. But not using lotion on the face and any other areas that I really sweat changed the game. It could be 90 degrees outside, which it has been, and I've gone outside and had a mask on and not a drop of sweat. There's a little, okay, let's not get crazy. There's a little, but it's not at all to the level that it normally would be. So for me, it's, if you're gonna need to apply lotion, please use a lightweight one, like super lightweight, like even the ones that you feel like, oh, this feels like water, that might be the one that you need to use in the summertime if you are someone that needs to moisturize your skin during the daytime. If you can go without it, go without it, please, and you will absolutely notice a difference. It changed the game for me. Now, in the evening time, before bed, or if I'm going out and it's going to be cooler at night, I definitely will just lotion everything up because I know that I'm not going to be sweating that much anyway. But in the daytime, peak sunshine hours, no ma'am, no ma'am, I can't. All right. So opt out of the lotion whenever it is possible. Only lotion the key areas that do not give you any problems. That will definitely help. Last tip that I want to share in this video is about deodorant. I haven't talked about deodorant so far in this video because it can be tricky. If I'm being honest with you, finding the right deodorant for you is like, as a woman, it's just one of them things. Like, there are so many products on the market and they get more expensive, I feel like, as the year goes on. Like, as the years progress, the prices go up, right? And you have like natural, non-aluminum, all different things, which I think is great, but finding the right one is complicated, okay? I started out in high school using like regular powder Dove, and that was cool for a while, but then it wasn't. Then I switched to like Degree, and that again was cool for a while until it wasn't. Then they came out with like the spray-on deodorant, and I was like, perfect. Something that will give me like a dryness, freshness, great. Again, cool for a while, and then no ma'am. So it's just like, what do you do? The one thing I want to say is that you should definitely change your deodorant brand or type out at least once a year. I feel like our bodies get accustomed to things over time if you continuously use them, and they don't have the same effect anymore after a while. So for me, it was a matter of like, okay, I found something that works. Once I notice that it's no longer working, I have to switch. I just can't stick with it just because I'm used to it. I have to switch to something else, and that definitely helps to keep any like sweat at bay, but also eliminating odor, right? Other thing is, you really have to find what works. I will put up a picture of the deodorant. Actually, let me grab it. For me, this is the one that I'm currently using, and this scent and this particular one, which is just a normal antiperspirant deodorant, no odor. For me, everybody's body is going to be different, so I highly suggest that you find what works for you. I might mention this, you might try it, and you'd be like, girl, what? I'm sweating all over the place, it's a little musty. What are you talking about? It happened to work for me. The scent might not work for you, okay? For me, I can't do the berry, sugar, sweet, floral. I can't do those. I have to do like fresh, clean scents, powdery scents, stuff like that for my underpants, you know what I mean? But you have to find what works for you and switch out your deodorant at least once a year so that your body can get a little bit of a like refresh of like, oh, okay, we're using something else. Let me see if I can get adjusted to this. Because I got used to the other one, and that one does nothing for me. You know what I mean? So definitely give that a try. Although I talked about deodorant, I definitely want to recommend training your body to get used to not wearing so much deodorant. Now, what that means for me anyway is that I don't sleep in it, because first of all, I'm going to be so like, no. And secondly, I feel like because of what an antiperspirant is supposed to do anyway, right? Which is like block so much of the sweat production and things like that, odor production from the bacteria mixing with the sweat. Because of that, it's like your body is doing what it's naturally doing, but something is constantly combating that, right? And that's fine, but for me, I want my body to be able to do its own natural thing. So at nighttime, I just let my pits breathe. Same thing with like some of us may not sleep with the bottoms on when we go to bed. You want to let things breathe. I have to let my pits breathe. I do. I just feel like doing that has made it so that, again, body's not getting super adjusted to deodorant because I'm not 24 hours in it. When I come home, take my evening shower, I make sure that I'm really getting the deodorant off from under my arms from earlier in the day. You know what I mean? I don't want that. I don't want to sleep in that, and I don't want to have to reapply it. I'm going to bed. And also, with having that routine, there's no odor for me when I go to bed. Even though I sweat, I'm a sleep sweater, all of that. Like, there's no odor because I'm used to the routine of twice a day. My body knows odor, sweat doesn't really linger around here too much, so there's not going to be any, significant issues. So train yourself if you can to sleep without deodorant, okay? Give yourself 30 days to try any of the things that I mentioned because it takes time to get adjusted to anything. And I think we are kind of conditioned to think that things will just happen like that. And that's not always true. Give yourself grace. Give yourself time to adjust to any new changes that you make. from watching my video, from watching anyone's video, give yourself time to see if things will work. And if they don't beat yourself up about it. Just know that everybody is beautifully, uniquely made. And so what works for some may not work for others, and that's okay. But give yourself time. I definitely hope that you try at least one of the things. Definitely the no lotion thing. If you take away nothing else, I mean, the showering thing is important too. But if you take away nothing else, try the no lotion thing, okay? On the pressure points of the body. And let me know if that works for you, okay? Thank you so much for watching me ramble through this video. I hope you all have a wonderful hot girl summer, a safe one. Always remember to put God first no matter what you do, because He is most important. He is priority, all right? So I just want to leave you with that. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, like, share the video, comment, let's chat, all those things, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.